Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Salutations to Shri Ganesha. Sriman Narayaniyam. Sriman Narayaniyam is Srimat Narayaniyam, the Narayaniyam endowed with Shri or prosperity, the study of which brings about prosperity and well-being to all the beings on earth. The Narayaniyam is a great kavya or poem of nearly 1034 verses, wherein the poet Sri Melpattur Narayana Bhattathiri of Kerala has beautifully condensed Vedavyasa's Bhagavata Mahapurana of 18,000 verses. This eminent poet lived in the 16th century AD and was revered as a great Vedic scholar, a great Sanskrit grammarian, and above all, a great devotee of God Vishnu. Sri Narayana Bhattathiri composed the Narayaniyam at the age of 27 years. When his revered Sanskrit teacher Achyuta Pisharadi became seriously ill, the poet prayed to God to cure his preceptor completely and transfer the melody to him. His wish was granted, and soon the poet fell a victim to the painful disease. A well-wisher poet of his times, Tunchat Ezhuthachan, advised him to compose a poem recounting all the incarnations of Lord Vishnu in order to get freedom from the illness. Accordingly, the poet composed the Narayaniyam in 100 days. On the 100th day, God Vishnu appeared before him and blessed the poet, who became fully well. The poem is very aptly named as Narayaniyam, as it primarily sings the glories of Lord Narayana or Vishnu. And also, the auspicious name of the poet who created this enchanting poem is Narayana. The Narayaniyam is a literary marvel which reveals the innate poetic genius, the great scholarship, and the remarkable effort of the poet. Each verse is a priceless gem in this exquisite garland of poetry. According to the Sthala Purana of the Guruvayur temple, the idol of Krishna at the temple has a unique history. It is said that Mahavishnu himself gave the idol to Brahma, who gave it to the sage Sutapas, and he gave it to Kashyapa Prajapati. Kashyapa Prajapati passed the idol to Sri Vasudeva, the father of Sri Krishna. Lord Krishna got it from his father and worshipped it in Dwaraka. Before ascending Vaikunta, Lord Krishna told his devotee Uddhava that the idol would come floating in the sea waters, which would soon engulf Dwaraka. Uddhava was asked to request Brihaspati, the preceptor of gods, to install the idol at a suitable place. Accordingly, Brihaspati took the idol and along with Vayu Bhagavan installed it at Guruvayur in Kerala. As the place was selected by Guru and Vayu, it became famous as Guruvayur. Om Tat Sat. ॐ श्रीगणेशाय नमः। श्रीमन्नारायणीयं भगवन्महिमानुवर्णनम्। ॐ श्रीकृष्णाय परब्रह्मणे नमः। सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकम् अनुपमितं कालदेशावधिभ्यां निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनरुरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वम् तत्तावद्भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्तभाग्यं जनानाम्. The first verse of Narayaniyam, the very beautiful Narayaniyam, begins with the word Ananda. It is the tradition of Sanskrit poets to place an auspicious word in the beginning. Following that tradition, Sri Narayana Bhattathiri, poet, has used the word Ananda in the beginning of this immortal poem. Sandranandavabodhatmakam refers to the Brahma Tattva. The Brahma Tattva is Sandra, intense, Ananda Avabodhatmakam. Its nature is that it is intense bliss and consciousness. It is the Swarupa of the Brahman, the essential characteristic of the Brahman. And it is Anupamitam, it is without any parallel. Because Brahman is only one. So, there is no other thing with which we can compare it with. So, there is no upama, no comparison to Brahman. So, it is Anupamitam, unparalleled. It is Kaladeshavadibhyam Nirmuktam. Nirmuktam, completely free from the limitations, avadhi. Avadhi means the limit of kala, time, and desha, space. By saying that Brahman is without limit in respect of time, we mean that Brahman is the same in all the three periods of time, past, present, and future. When the statement is made that it is free from the limitation of space, it means that since Brahman is all pervading, there is no limit to it. Space is not the limiting factor for Brahman. It is Nitya Muktam, always free from the shackles of Maya. Brahman is not under the influence of Maya in all the three periods of time. Nigama Shata Sahasrena Nirbhasyamanam. It shines forth in the various Vedic texts. Nigamaha is a Vedic text, Shata 100, Sahasra 1000, hundreds and thousands of Vedic texts try to explain what is Brahma Tattva, yet it is aspashtam, unclear. Mere reading of the Upanishadic texts do not help in realizing Brahman. Drishtamatre punaha, but as soon as the Brahma Tattva is realized, it is Uru Purusharthatmakam. Uru, the great, Purushartha, moksha. Uru Purushartha means the greatest Purushartha, and that is moksha. Uru Purusharthatmakam, that itself is moksha. there are 4 Purusharthas: Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Of these 4, the 4th Purushartha, or the aim of life, aim of human life, is Moksha, and that is supposed to be the greatest. Uru. Uru means the great. Brahma Tattvam. That Brahma Tattvam, Tat Tavat Bhati. Truly, that very Brahma Tattvam which we have described in so many words, Bhati, shines, Sachat, in front of our eyes, in Guru Pavanapura, in the city of Guruvayur. Hanta, O Bhagyam, the good fortune, Jananam, of the people. So, for the great devotee poet Narayana Bhattatiri, the idol of Krishna at the temple of Guruvayur was not just an image. It is Bhagavan standing in front of him, the Brahma Tattva personified as God standing in front of him, and he says, it is the good fortune of people that we are having such a Bhagavan in front of us in this sacred temple. एवं दुर्लभ्यवस्तुन्यपि सुलभतया हस्तलब्धे यदन्यत् तन्वाचा धिया वा भजति बत जनः शूद्रतैव स्फुटेयम् एते तावद्वयं तु स्थिरतरमनसा विश्वपीडापहत्यै निःशेषात्मानमेनं गुरुपवनपुराधीशमेवाश्रयामः. Evam, in this manner, in the first verse we saw that Bhagavan is present in the Guruvayur temple, and going to Guruvayur temple and seeing Bhagavan is seeing God, which is a durlabhya vastu. It is not easy to see God in front of you, but going to the temple, you can have a darshan of the God. Durlabhya vastunyapi sulabhataya. Sulabhataya, easily. Hastalabde, it is within our reach. It is within our reach to go to the temple of Guruvayur and have a darshan of God. Even then, anyat, tanva vacha diyava bhajati. Other things, anyat, other things, other pursuits, tanva. Tanu means sharira, by our body. Vacha, vak means speech. Vacha, by our speech. Dhiya, dihi mane intellect. With our body, speech and intellect. Bhajati, we pursue other things than God. Bata, alas, janaha, the human being. Shudrata eva, shudrata, the smallness. Eva, the smallness only. Sphuta, clear. Yam, this is a very insignificant pursuit of man. Ete tavat vayam tu. We, on the other hand, the poet says, Stiratara manasa, with a firm mind, with unflinched devotion to God, Vishwapida apahatyai, for the removal of Vishwapida, all the pida, all the pain. The word Vishwa can be interpreted as all pains or all the people on earth. The pida of all the people on earth. Apahatyai, to remove that. Nisheshatmanam enam, we take recourse to this God who is Nisheshatma. He is the Atma of each and every person on earth. It is He who infuses everyone with life and consciousness. Guru Pavana Pura Adhisham. Guru Brihaspati, Pavana Vayu, Pura city, Adhisham Lord. The Lord of Guruvayur. Eva. We take only recourse to Bhagavan Vishnu, who is standing as Lord Krishna in Guruvayur. Ashrayamaha. We are taking recourse to him. Sattvam yattat parabhyam aparikалanato nirmalam tena tavat bhutair bhutendriyaiste vapuriti bahushashruyate vyasavakyam tat swachadvadyad achadita parasukachit गर्भनिर्भासरूपं तस्मिन् धन्या रमन्ते श्रुतिमतिमधुरे सुग्रहे विग्रहे ते. The unique form of God Krishna is described in this beautiful verse. The God's form is said to be constituted by the pure Sattva Guna, untainted by the other two gunas, Rajas and Tamas. Sattvam Yat, the Sattva Guna, which is very well known, Tat. Parabhyam, by the other two gunas, Rajas and Tamo gunas, Aparikalanataha, not being mixed with, is Nirmalam. It is very pure. Tena tavat, with that sattva guna, bhutaihi bhutendriyaihi, formed the pancha mahabhutas, prithvi, up, tejas, vayu, akasha, or earth, water, fire, wind and space, and the five jnanendriyas, the five karmendriyas and the mind. Vapuhu iti, your body is made up of the bhutendriyas, which came from the sattva guna. Iti bahushaha shruyate, many a time it is heard. Vyasa Vakyam, the words of Veda Vyasa. The sage Veda Vyasa has many times in the Puranas described the form of God as being made of pure Sattva Guna. Tat, that form, that well-known form, Swachatvat, being very pure, yet which is Achadita Parasuka Chit Garbha Nirbhasa Rupam. Achadita, not concealed, Parasuka, the supreme bliss, Chit Garbha, full of consciousness, Nirbhasa Rupam, the shining form. The form of God is resplendent as it is full of the unobstructed flow of supreme bliss and consciousness. Tasmin, in that form, Dhanyaha, the blessed people, Ramante, revel. Shrutimati Madhure, it is pleasing to the ears and the mind. Listening to the Leelas of God is very pleasing to the ears, and contemplating on the form of God is very pleasing to the mind. Sugrahe Vigrahe, this form of the God is easy to grasp. The fortunate people find happiness in looking at this beautiful form of the God. To the poet, the Brahma Tattva was standing as God Krishna in front of him at the Guruvayur temple, and he is never tired of admiring the beauty of his beloved Lord. निष्कम्पे नित्यपूर्णे निरवधि परमानन्दपीयूषरूपे निर्लीनानेकमुक्तावलिसुभगतमे निर्मलब्रह्मसिन्धौ कल्लोलोल्लासतुल्यं खलु विमलतरं सत्त्वमाहुस्तदात्मा कस्मान्नो निष्कलस्त्वं सकल इति वचस्त्वत्कलास्वेव भूमन्. Hey Bhuman, O you infinite God, you are Nishkampe Nityapurne Sattvam. You are the being which has arisen from the Nishkampa Brahma Tattva. The word Nishkampa, that which does not have any kampa or movement or change, the changeless. Brahma Tattva is always the same in all the three periods of time, and it is Nitya Purna, it is ever full, and it is limitless, Niravadi, and it is Parama Ananda Piyusha Rupa. Parama Ananda, the supreme bliss, Piyusha, the nectar. That is the essential characteristic of Brahma. And in that Brahma, which in this verse is compared to an ocean, in the Brahma Sindhu, Nirlina, merged, Aneka, many, Mukta, liberated, Avali, groups, Subhagatame. The Brahma Sindhu is very charming because many great liberated souls have merged themselves in it. They have become one with Brahman. In that Nirmala Brahma Sindhu, in that pure Brahma Sindhu, the coming out of Bhagavan is like the coming out of a wave from the ocean. Kallola Ullasa Tulyam. Kallola, a wave. Ullasa, arising. Tulyam, akin to. Kalu, indeed. Vimalataram, the very pure being, the form of Bhagavan, Sattvam, existence of Bhagavan, from the Brahma Sindhu, is like the coming out of a wave from the ocean. So say the great sages, Sattvam Ahuhu. Tadatma, you are that being. So you are in every respect the same as the Brahma Sindhu, and for that reason you should be called a Nishkala Brahman and not a Sakala Brahman. Nishkala Brahman, a Brahman without any parts, the Paripurna Brahman. Sakala Brahman means the Brahman with parts. So, in the avatars, there are some avatars which are Purna avatars, like the Rama avatara, Krishna avatara, and some are Anshavataras which have a part of the Brahma Tattva in them. To Sri Bhattatiri poet, the God Krishna standing in the Guruvayur is a living presence of the Purna Tattva, that Para Brahma. So he says you should be called as Nishkala Brahma and not as Sakala Brahma, and the word Sakala can apply only to your Anshavatara, part incarnations. This is the gist of this verse. In this verse, Brahma Sindhu is described, and there are many adjectives which applied to Brahma Sindhu, which applied to normal Sindhu also. Nishkampe, changeless. The ocean is also very deep and ever steady. Nityapurna, Brahma is ever full, so also the ocean is ever full. The Brahma Tattva is without limits, and ocean is also limitless, very vast. And in the Brahma Tattva, many liberated souls have merged. In the ocean, many mukta pearls are immersed, and the ocean is charming, it is desirable on account of these gems and pearls. And the arising of the wave from the ocean is likened to the arising of the Saguna Brahman from the Nirguna Brahman, and according to the poet, both are one and the same. निर्व्यापारोऽपि निष्कारणमजभजसे यत्क्रियाम् ईक्षणाख्यां तेनैवोदेति लीना प्रकृतिरसति कल्पापि कल्पादिकाले तस्या संशुद्धमंशं कमपि तमतिरोधायकं सत्त्वरूपं सत्त्वं धृत्वा ददासि स्वमहिमविभवाकुण्ठवैकुण्ठरूपम्. Nirvyaparopi, though without any vyapara, though without any action, the Brahman is above all actions. It is beyond all activities. Nishkaranam, without any motive. Hey Aja, O you birthless God, Bhajase, you resort to. Yat kriyam, the kriya, which is called Ichana, Ichana Akyam. Bhagavan does a kriya which is called Ichana Kriya. Tene eva udeti, due to that kriya arises Leena Prakritihi, the Prakriti which is latent in the Brahma Tattva. Asati Kalpa, it appears as though she is not existent. In the beginning of creation, Kalpa Adikale. The word Ichana occurs in the Bhagavata Mahapuranam also. In the second skanda of the Puranam, Sri Vedavyasa in the 5th chapter has described the creation. In that, Brahma says in the 17th verse, Srijyam srijami srishtoham ichayaiva bichoditaha, which means I created by Sri Narayana, and being prompted by him, being prompted by his icha or glance, I am doing the creation according to his wishes. So, the Prakriti is propelled by the Ichana of Bhagavan, and she starts doing the creation. Tasyaha Prakrityaha, of that Prakriti, Sanshuddham Ansham, a very pure part, Dritva, taking that part, Kamapi Tam Atirodayakam Sattva Rupam, you take a sattvic form in which your sattvic effulgence is not abstracted, and you shine as Bhagavan in the temple of Guruvayur. Sahatvam, O you Bhagavan, taking that form, Dadasi Rupam, you take a form of God. He Vaikunta, O the resident of Vaikunta or the son of Vikunta. He Vaikunta, you have taken a sattvic form, and in that form your Mahima. So Mahima Vibhava Akunta. Your Mahima, the glories and your powers, they are Akunta, they are unobstructed. They come out in a boundless fashion. There is no stoppage to the exhibition of your glory, O you Vaikunta. तत्ते प्रत्यग्रधाराधरललितकलाया बलिकेलिकारं लावण्यस्यैकसारं सुकृतिजनदृशां पूर्णपुण्यावतारम् लक्ष्मीनिःशङ्कलीलानिलयनममृतस्यन्दसन्दोहमन्तः सिञ्चत्सञ्चिन्तकानां वपुरनुकलये मारुतागारनाथ. हे मारुतागारनाथ. मारुतः वायुः, agaram a dwelling, Natha the Lord of Guruvayur. Vapuhu Anukalaye, I again and again meditate on your form. And how is the form? It is Pratyagra Dharadhara Lalita. Tat, that, te, your, Vapuhu, your form. It is like Pratyagra, a newly formed, Dharadhara, a cloud. Dharadharaha means a cloud. Lalita, beautiful. It is as beautiful as a rain-bearing cloud. The rain-bearing cloud is bluish in tinge, and Bhagavan's complexion is also blue. Kalaya Avali. Kalaya flowers. Avali, a bunch of Kalaya flowers. They are also blue in color. And Bhagavan's complexion excels the blue cloud and the blue Kalaya flowers. It is far more superior to these two, and it is very delightful to look at. It is Lavanyasya Ekasaram, the very essence of beauty. Sukriti Jana Drisham, for the Sukriti Jana. Sukriti Jana, the people who have done Sukriti, good deeds in their past lives. To their eyes, it is Purna Punya Avataram. Purna, complete Punya merit Avataram, the personification of all the good deeds that they have done. They are seeing that form only because of all the good deeds that they have done. Lakshmi Nishanka Leela Nilayanam. Nilayanam, abode. Leela, sport. For Lakshmi Devi. Sakshat Lakshmi Devi, without any shanka, without any fear, without any inhibition, resides in the bosom of Vishnu permanently. It is her place. And it is Amrita Syanda Sandoham Antasinchat. Antaha, in the heart of people, good people, Sinchat, it soaks the heart of good people with Amrita Syanda Sandoha, a lot of the nectarian bliss. Amrita, nectar, Syanda, flow, Sandoha, abundance. Sanchintakanam, for the good people who meditate on that form, it gives abundant joy. That Vapuhu, that form, Anukalaye, again and again I meditate on that form, O you Lord of Guruvayur. This is a very beautiful verse in which there is a lot of anuprasa, alliteration, and the great poet Bhattathiri is a master in the choice of his words, and this is one example of the poetic talent of this great poet. कष्टाते सृष्टिचेष्टा बहुतर भवखेदावहा जीवभाजाम् इत्येवं पूर्वमालोचितमजितमया नैवमद्याभिजाने नो चेज्जीवा कथं वा मधुरतरमिदं त्वद्वपुश्चिद्रसाद्रं नेत्रैश्रोत्रैश्च पीत्वा परमरससुधाम्भोधिपूरे रमेरन्. Hey Ajita, O you invincible God, Te Srishti Cheshta Kashta, your action of creation, your act of creating this world is kashta, very bad, very cruel. Why is it cruel? Bahutara bhava keda avaha. Bahutara, a lot of, bhava, sansarik, keda, pain, avaha, brings about. This srishti, this samsara, brings about a lot of problems to all the living beings. Jiva Bhajam, the living beings. Iti evam, in this manner, I had thought, O God, previously I thought that you need not have done this srishti because it is bringing lot of problems to the living beings. Purvam, initially, alochitam, I thought so. Hey Ajita, O you invincible God. Maya, by me it was thought like that. Na evam adya abhijane, na not evam, in this manner, adya today, abhijane, I do not recognize your creation to be evil today. Today I think that what you have done is a good work. Why? If you had not created this world, how can the living beings see your beautiful form and enjoy it? No chet, otherwise, jivaha, the living beings, katham, how, va, madhurataramidam, madhurataram, very sweet, very beautiful, idam, this, twadvapuhu, your form, which is chit rasardram, which is saturated with consciousness and bliss. That form, that beautiful form, netraihi, with their eyes, shrotraihi, with their ears, hearing about your leelas with the ears, netraihi, shrotraihi va, with eyes or ears, cha pitva, drinking, they are drinking your beautiful form with their eyes and listening to your glories drinking the glories with their ears, how all these things are possible, and listening to your great, wonderful deeds and looking at your beautiful form, they are Parama Rasa Sudha Ambodhi Pure Rameran. Rameran, they are reveling in the Parama Rasa, the supreme joy, and Sudambodhi, the nectarian bliss, the nectarian ocean of bliss. In that they are submerged and they are full of joy. If you had not created the living beings, how can they enjoy your form and also enjoy your tales? नम्राणां सन्निधत्ते सततमपि पुरस्तैरनभ्यर्थितानप्यर्थान् कामानजस्रं वितरति परमानन्दसान्द्रां गतिं च इत्थं निःशेषलभ्यो निरवधिकफलपारिजातो हरे त्वं क्षुद्रं तं शक्रवाटी द्रुममभिलषति व्यर्थमर्तिव्रजोऽयम्. Hey Hare, O you Hari, Tvam Parijataha, you are like the wish-yielding Parijata tree. You are that Parijata tree. And what do? Namranam Puraha Sannidhate. Namranam, the people who bow to you, the people who worship you, the people who are your devotees. Sannidhate, you make your appearance in front of your devotees. Satatam, always. Api, and Puraha, in front of them you make your appearance. Taihi, by them, Anabhyartitanapi arthan. Kaman, Kaman, their desired objects, which they have not even asked for from you. Ajasram, incessantly, Vitarati, you distribute. To the devotees, you give Artha and Kama bountifully. And ultimately, you give Parama Ananda Sandra Gati, the state of intense bliss and happiness. Ittam, in this manner, Nishesha Labhyaha, O you Bhagavan, you are available to one and all. And you are Niravadika Phalaha, you give Phala, fruit, which has no limits. The ultimate fruit, the moksha, also you give. There is no limit to your grace. Bhagavan, of this nature, you are a Parijata tree, a wish-yielding tree. But even then, people perform deeds to go to Swarga. They do a lot of karma kanda, rituals, etc. and they want to go to Swarga. Chudram, that inferior, small. Tam, that. Shakravati drumam. Shakraha means Indraha, Vati means garden, Drumaha means a tree. That Kalpavriksha in the garden of Indra, they want to go to Swarga and have their desired objects given by that Kalpavriksha in the garden of Indra. Abhilashati, they desire. Vyartham, in vain. When Bhagavan Sri Krishna is standing in Guruvayur, ready to give all dharma, artha, kama, moksha to the devotees, people in vain go to Swarga, want to go to Swarga and get fruits there. Artivrajaha, the group of the supplicants, the people who seek. Artihi, one who seeks. Vrajaha, the group of people. I am Artivrajaha. Some group of people, they want to go to Swarga when Swarga is already available on earth in the temple of Guruvayur. कारुण्यात् काममन्यं ददति खलु परे स्वात्मदस्त्वं विशेषात् ऐश्वर्याद् ईशतेऽन्ये जगति परजने स्वात्मनोऽपीश्वरस्त्वं त्वय्युच्चैरारमन्ति प्रतिपदमधुरे चेतनास्फीतभाग्यास्त्वं चात्मा रामये वेद्यतुलगुणगणाधारशौरे नमस्ते. हे शौरे, O you Bhagavan who has come in the Shura dynasty, Namaha te, namaskar to you. Karunyat, out of compassion. Kamam anyam, anyam kamam, other desires, things other than moksha, dadati, give, kalu, indeed, pare, the other gods. The other gods like Brahma, Shiva, Indra, and all the other gods, they give your desired objects, the desired objects of the devotees, they are able to give, but they are not able to give moksha as readily as Vishnu Bhagavan. Swatmadaha tvam, on the other hand, Visheshat, as distinguished from the other gods, tvam swatmadaha, you give yourself to the devotees. Sometimes the devotees get merged in you. You have the large heart to accommodate the devotee in yourself. Swatmanam dadati, you are able to give yourself to the devotees. Aishwaryat, by their powers, Ishate anye, the other gods, rule over the people, Jagati, in this world, Parajane, over the other bhaktas, devotees, the other gods are ruling. Parantu swatmanaha api ishvaraha tvam, you are the master not only of the devotees but of yourself also. You are the Atma in every jiva in this world, and you are the master of the devotees as well as yourself also. Tvayi, in you, uchaihi aramanti, aramanti revel, uchaihi very much, tvayi, the devotees enjoy very much by chanting your names, and you are pratipada madhure, pratipadam, always, at every step, you are madhura, you are very sweet. Chetanaha sphita bhagyaha, chetanaha, the beings endowed with chetana, the living beings, sphita bhagyaha, who have a lot of good fortune, those people revel in you at every step. Tvamcha Atma Rama, you are Atma Rama, you are ever content with yourself. Eva iti Atula Guna Gana Adhara, you are a Bhagavan having incomparable qualities, guna qualities, gana the group of qualities, Adhara. You are the basis of many great virtues which cannot be compared to anything else. O Bhagavan, you who are of that nature, I bow to you. You who has come from the Shura clan, I again and again bow to you. ऐश्वर्यं शङ्करादीश्वरविनियमनं विश्वतेजोहराणां तेजःसंहारिवीर्यं विमलमपि यशो निःस्पृहैश्चोपगीतम् अंगासंगा सदा श्रीरखिलविदसिनः क्वापि ते संगवार्ता तद्वातागारवासिन् मुरहर भगवच्छब्दमुख्याश्रयोऽसि. ऐश्वर्यं शंकरादि ईश्वर विनियमनम. O Bhagavan, your Aishwaryam, your lordliness, is Shankara Adi Ishvara Viniyamanam, the controlling of the gods like Shankara and others. Vishwa Tejo Haranam Tejas Sanghari Viryam, your Viryam, your prowess is Tejas Sanghari. It overpowers the tejas of the people who excel all others with their tejas. Vishwa Tejo Haranam Tejas Sanghari. Vimalamapi Yashaha. Yashaha, your fame, which is very pure, it is sung by Nisprihaihi, by the sages, by people who do not have any spriha, any icha, any kamana. They are not praising you with some wish to be fulfilled. Nisprihaihi, they do not have any desire. Such people sing your Vimala Yasha. Nisprihaihi cha upagitam, that is sung in many texts. Your kirti is sung again and again, time and again, by people who have nothing to gain by singing such praises. Anga Sanga Sada Shrihi. Shrihi, Sakshat Lakshmi Devi, Sada, always. Anga Sanga, she is very much attached to you and she resides in you. Akila Vid Asi, you are omniscient. Akila, all, Vid, knower of everything on earth. Just as the sun is a witness to whatever happens on earth, so also Vishnu is Akila Vid, the knower of everything. Na kwapite sangavarta. At no place you are attached to anything. Sangavarta, Sanga attachment. You are impartial. You are not attached to any person. Tad, therefore, Vata Agara Vasin. Vata, Vayu, Agara, the dwelling, Vasin, the Lord of Guruvayur, Murahara, the slayer of the demon Mura, Bhagavat Shabda, the term Bhagavan, Mukhya, you are the primary repository of the term Bhagavan. The term Bhagavan applies to you fully. The term Bhagavan is a technical term. A verse defining Bhagavan says, Aishwaryasya samagrasya dharmasya yashasa shriyaha jnana vairagya yoshchaiva shannam Bhaga iti Rana. Aishwarya, Dharma, Yashas, Kirti, Shri, Jnana, Vairagya. If a person has Aishwarya, Dharma, Yashas, Shri, Jnana and Vairagya, he is Bhagavan. God Vishnu has all these qualities in abundant measure and he is truly Bhagavan.